can see, I can see, I can see.
Right, what that is, that's a voice called I Can See. It's actually a voice that's been sampled. Somebody actually said that into a microphone, and it was stored inside the Fairlight. By digitizing it into its memory, it actually fills up 128K of RAM. That 128K of RAM is in here. This is the CPU unit, which also houses the disk drive and the hard disk drive. When we actually sample a sound in here, so that the Fairlight can deal with it, it divides it into 128 different segments, okay? And if we go on to page D, you can actually see every fourth segment, and they're actually stacked behind each other to give you a much more visual representation of the sound. Right, I can go back to page 2 again, and we can load in some more sounds. We can load in the sound here, which is a sort of fuzz guitar sound. Or this kind of sound, which is quite a famous sound. It's called Orc 2. Okay, you don't actually have to sample a sound to be able to create sound on the Fairlight. You can actually generate your own by drawing waveforms, and that's what page 6 is all about. If we have a look at page 6, we can go to the first segment. Remember that we've got 128 of them, and we can draw a very basic waveform like this, and then fill that in. Then we can go along to segment 128, and we can draw a much more complex waveform that's going to sound it's going to have a lot of high frequency information in it, and fill that in. And if we go to page D, you can actually see that there's segment 1, a very boring waveform, and there's segment 128. What I'm going to do now is ask the computer to fill in the gaps and merge from this to this. And we do that on page 6. Sort of interpolation, so that the sound will actually change as it's being played rather than remain static. And here's page D showing it actually happening. Right, there's also another page in the Fairlight called page R, and that's a rhythm sequencer page, and you use that to load in several different sounds and get them to play simultaneously.
I can see.
Sequencers, as we know them today, are digital devices. They're capable of storing entire pieces of music, just an electronic representation of a score, just as a word processing disk is an electronic representation of a document. What you can do with a word processor with words, you can do in a sequencer, a good sequencer now, with musical entities.